A friend once said to me, if you ever get the chance, at least once in your life, visit and see Peru, the land of the gods of the sun and moon. Fly straight down to Arequipa, the White City. Then you will be very close to one of the most fascinating regions on Earth. And this is where I am now. I can almost hear the silence, the stillness echoing along these narrow paved paths. Feel that safe and secluded world and sanctuary behind these solid walls that protect this, the convent of Santa Catalina. Time has stood still here for more than 4 centuries. Santa Catalina was founded by the Spanish viceroy at the time, Don Francisco de Toledo, way back in 1579. Here came young ladies of high birth and breeding, accompanied by their ladies-in-waiting, to take their vows and serve God in total seclusion. It was here, within these very same walls, strolling and meditating across these same courtyards and gardens, they found the life they sought, excluding the outside world forever. These gates opened to reveal the splendor of the Mansion des Fundadors before my eyes. Way back in the latter half of the 16th century, this was once the splendid home of Don Manuel Garcia Cabachal, the founder of the White City. How can I best begin to describe the Valle de Colca for you? A landscape so breathtaking and overpowering, words fail me. For it is here, high up among the peaks and crags of the Valle de Colca, and deep down in the gorges, nearly 3,400 meters below, is the realm and kingdom of the mighty Condor. Los Cuyawas, those who lived in the Colca Valley before the Incas, used their natural ingenuity to build a network of intricate irrigation terraces and canals to water life-giving crops of maize and potatoes. Then came the Spaniards, who made these gentle people obey and worship a foreign god, the one and only God, who made them adopt the ways and customs of their world. Up here in the Colca Valley, people have lived, worked and tended their herds of guanacos and llamas for nigh on 5,000 years. Now, as then. This too is the kingdom of the birds of the air and the wild vicuña, a national heritage valued and protected within the boundaries of this nature reserve here at Aguada Blanca. It's fascinating to think back in time and realize that all this around once erupted through the Earth's crust more than 20 million years ago. This, the Rio Amazonas, was born very close to Mismi, the mighty snow mountain that dominates the lower reaches of the Colpe Valley. Many centuries ago, the Rio Apurimac forced its path through these very same cliffs and crags to meander unhindered towards probably the most spectacular river and watercourse in the world, the Rio Amazonas. According to legend, out of the depths of Lake Titicaca stepped forth Manco Capac and Mama Ocllo to found the empire of the Incas. For more than half a century, this old steamer, the Ollanta, has ploughed back and forth across the waters of Lake Titicaca, 3,800 meters above sea level, and the highest lake that is navigable in the world.
De rumbo noroeste 50.
A trip on the Ollanta is nearly as fascinating as the history and origins of the Incas themselves. It was here at Rachi, behind the remains of these towering adobe walls, that the Incas gathered for their religious festivals. Machu Picchu, a town steeped in mystery and folklore, and, like the mighty condor, perched to rest high up on the cliffside of the mountain. This was once the sacred inner sanctum of the Inca Empire, a civilization renowned for its stoicism and sobriety. A rich society, founded on harmony between man and nature. How can mere words describe this loveliness, this magnificence. I feel instead sincere humility and great joy in your presence. Joy because I'm here to see you with my own eyes, at least once in my life. Is this me wandering along this narrow, unbeaten trail within a Madre Dios jungle, deep within the heart of the Amazonas? No, it cannot be, for this cannot be real. It must be a dream. I dream these sweet scents. I dream this light, the sounds around me, the symphony of the jungle. Everything I see, everything I feel is so unreal, so unbelievable, so incredibly exciting, so wonderful. Yes, old friend, the next time you visit Peru, you must travel along one of its virgin rivers and experience the same thrills as I did, the same excitement and the same spirit of adventure. Hundreds and hundreds of miles of unspoiled sandy shorelines, shady lagoons, days of paradise I shall never forget, nor want to. As a boy, I dreamt of doing or experiencing something important, something unusual, at least once in my life. And here I am, making that same dream come true, strolling along the sandy bed of the Sakako Lagoon, a great inland sea that dried up more than 5 million years ago. Everything here is undisturbed, as it was. Only the wind and forces of nature have smoothed and weathered these wonderful contours, shapes, and patterns. I wonder what animals and fish lived and swam here so long ago. Five million years has transformed the remains of these giant mammals into petrified skeletons and fascinating fossils. I wonder what else lies beneath the sandy bed of the Sakako Lagoon. A few hours' drive by car from Arequipa is Toro Muerto. Millions of years ago, a volcano erupted here and spread giant boulders all over the desert. Thousands of years ago, ancient cultures traveled to this spot to gather and tell strange and wonderful stories about their journeys through untamed jungles. Stories about strange animals and birds they had seen and met. Stories about themselves, their love of life, and their deep ties with nature. A philosophy that is still alive and practiced today, as it once was so very long ago. It is June and the first day of the full moon. What I am witnessing is unforgettable. Tens of thousands of Indians and pilgrims have gathered to make a pilgrimage up to Coyariti, the home of the god of the snow star, the creator of water, water that gives life and hope. This pilgrimage to Coyariti is an ancient tradition which has been combined with more modern Catholic rituals. O Coyariti, give me your blessing, so that I too might return safely to my home. At night, and beneath the luminous rays of the full moon, men selected from the villages hack out huge blocks of ice from the glacier. At sunrise, they wind their way down the slopes of Snow Mountain to the bosom of their village, where the ice is then broken up, melted down, and mixed to make hot potions with special healing powers. A gift from Coyariti, the god of the snow star, the creator of water. Arequipa, a white city of poetry and beauty. Please let me return to see you at least once more in my life.